Now, KETK Sports with Mike Alzamora.
East Texas High School Football 2020 kicks off tonight. Our Friday Football Fever Game of the Week features two programs who got to know each other pretty well the last few seasons when they were both in the vaunted District of Doom. But this year, Van and Palestine are going at it right out of the gate. Garrett Sanders joins us live from Van Memorial Stadium as the season gets underway with the Vandals and the Wildcats. Garrett?
Yeah, Mike, these two got to know each other pretty well the past few seasons, having some very intense battles that a lot of times decided who would make it to the playoffs. Well, now we get a chance to see what they look like when they face each other to open the season. Now, for Van, youth is the name of the game. The Vandals have one of the more consistent programs in East Texas and have won 26 games over the past 3 seasons. But this year, it'll be nearly a brand new group with only 3 stars returning on both sides of the football. They'll have to deal with a Palestine team whose strength is in their offensive and defensive lines as they look to pressure and open up running lanes. I got a chance to catch up with both Coach Jared Moffitt and Lance Angel to get their thoughts on the matchup.
Well, it's tough. Van's a great program, especially, I think Coach Moffitt's been there 9, 10, 11 years. And anytime somebody's been there for that many years, they've established their program. His kids, know what to do from the time they enter 7th grade on. So that creates a big challenge when you're facing somebody like that right off the bat. So it's going to be a tough chore.
Coach Angel's a great guy. Does a tremendous job with those kids in Palestine. Those kids play hard for him. They're always talented. We've played them a number of times since I've been here at Van. Their athletic ability always poses us a problem. They got a lot of guys that can run. The games that we have typically played with them have been wars.
Should be another great showdown with these two young and upcoming ball clubs. Kickoff is at 7:30. Of course, we'll have all those highlights tonight on Friday Football Fever. Now let's send it out to Alto. That's where Katie Carver's standing by as she gets ready for the matchup between the Yellow Jackets and the Troop Tigers. Katie, take it away.
That's right, Garrett. I'm here at Cameron Matthews Stadium here in Alto, where both teams are looking to use their starters for the very first time tonight. One of the biggest losses to graduation for the Yellow Jackets was QB Harmon West, but the Tigers are also having to break in a new QB as well. Troop will look to lean heavily on their defense in the early parts of the season as the offense starts to get their feet underneath them. As for Alto, they're still sticking to finish at top of their district. And now games such as this one are what gets you ready for season.
Come on, last one. We got some guys that have got to step up quick, and we're going to potentially have some growing pains early, but that's the good part about the non-district and kind of seeing where you're at early on. And so it's going to be a good test for us and excited for the challenge.
We're both in similar situations, graduated a lot of kids, we're young, and both I think talented teams. It's just going to take a little time for us to get some experience, but I think it'll be a battle Friday night. I think both teams are very similar.
We'll see which team gets through their growing pains first tonight here in Alto. Now kickoff starts at 7:30, and of course we'll have all the highlights for you tonight on Friday Football Fever. Mike, back to you.
Hey, thanks a lot, Katie. Looking forward to it. Other big matchups this evening, the Battle of G-Towns. Gilmer at Gladewater. Also reigning state champion, top-ranked Carthage invades Kilgore. Malakoff hopes the third time will be the charm against 2-time state champion Grandview. Chapel Hill's coach Jeff Riordan faces his former college teammate and his brother when they host Splendora. And Dangerfield renews their rivalry with Atlanta. And, of course, we'll have those highlights of those and a total of 18 games this evening as we kick off another season of the longest-running high school football show in East Texas. Friday Football Fever starts at 10:15 p.m. on KETK. Then it's Fever Overtime at 11 p.m. on Fox 51. You can stream both live through our website, KETK.com, or our free KETK mobile app.